it's me, Gigi. Welcome to Cooling with Gigi. Well, my old page used to be Cooking with Gigi, but that's a whole nother story. But today, let's get right on into it. Today, we're gonna do stewed chicken. I already have my meat, chicken thighs. I washed it with lemon and a little bit of vinegar, so it's just a little bit of lemon left. We have some fresh thyme, onions, a knife just in case, minced garlic, any oil that you think you can use it, go ahead. I prefer it to be clean. Brown sugar, stick of butter, seasoning salt, black pepper, Himalayan pink salt. I feel bougie with this, y'all. I'm feeling real bougie today. And of course some parsley flakes, ketchup, onion powder, and garlic powder. All right. So first, what we're gonna do is throw these away. Secondly, we're gonna start with some garlic. Okay, you guys? That's gonna go later on. Oops. Then we're gonna do some seasoning salt. As much as you want for you to your liking. Black pepper. Oops. I'm a little nervous. I haven't been on YouTube for 2 years. It's been a long time. So you put as much as you need to your liking. By the way, do you guys like my new kitchen? Yes, I remodeled it. Me, Moa, yes, I did. I'm a hot mess today because I've been working out, shopping, groceries. Himalayan salt, as much as you want. It's been a busy day. So I just came home and I said, you know what better way to start without planning it? Just go for it, right? All right, parsley flakes. I like to take the top off. I like a lot of parsley. I like to look really fancy. Really fancy. Okay, garlic powder, you guys. With this dish, you can go heavy-handed as long as you don't salt it out. The more the better. If you want to add a little curry in it, it's up to you. Even just a little tad bit of jerk seasoning, but it'll take away from the actual stewed chicken. This is the onion powder and garlic powder. Now, we're gonna add just eyeball of ketchup. A couple of swirls and swigs, about 5 seconds of swirls, maybe 2. Alrighty, now we're gonna add our onions. And like I said, you guys, I'm a little nervous. I haven't been with you guys in about, what, 2 years now? It's been a lot going on. So what we're gonna do is just take this pretty much off of the stem as much as possible. But you can put it all in there, mix it up, and just take it off once you put it in the pot. Either or, but you wanna kinda just give it a skim so you can get that thyme taste in there. I would suggest that you keep the thyme, if you don't have fresh thyme, if you can find it dry, feel free to give it a try. But you want to get that thyme in there if you really want to get the full effect of stewed chicken. You know what I mean? Because it has a different taste than some of the other green things, the greeneries. This one's pretty bold. And like I said, you guys, I'm looking at a hot mess. It's just regular me. I'm like, I'm just going to get in this kitchen and cook. You guys like my little get down today? I finally have, I forgot what these are called, but I got it for a present for my brother and his girl. Shout out to you guys. That inspired me. So anyways, we're gonna get that thyme in there. And like I said, once you take it away and put it into the pan, keep in mind, you're gonna remove it anyway. So don't get too freaked out with it. We have everything in here, onions and everything. Okay, let's start. We're just gonna mix it on up. I'm not wearing gloves. This is my house. This is my food. So, yeah, so like I said, I'm just gonna mix this up a little bit. If you wanna add a little bit more ketchup, you can, but you're gonna do it again towards the end of the dish. Usually you're gonna marinate this for about an hour, but in this case, we're not gonna do that. Dinner needs to be done with in a few minutes. Okay, you guys, now we are at the point of no return, should I say. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna start off with a stick of butter. any kind, margarine, whatever you got. You know what I mean? I cook on a budget. I do bougie budget. Okay, I try to eat good on a budget. Okay, now we're gonna add some brown sugar. We have our butter, and I'm just gonna add just a little bit of oil. Okay, we just want to have this on medium high, and we want to get that butter. I think I'm gonna park this for a second. So we're just gonna cook this down. Oh, my stuff is old, huh? My brown sugar a little old, y'all. I'm sorry. But anyways, it's still good. It'll melt down. So we're just gonna basically cook this down. I'm gonna add just a little bit of oil. The butter is just too thin. So you guys, you want to definitely just cook this down to where you're getting like a syrupy, somewhat like a consistency of that nature. This is light brown sugar that I'm using. I don't have the extra dark one on hand, but if you don't have that, you can even use sugar as well. So with that being said, you guys are going to be just fine. So now we have it to where it's pretty thick. I have butter. You can use oil or either or. I use both. Now we're going to add our chicken. I like to go face down because the bone is mainly at the bottom. I like to look face down first. Guys, this stuff already smells so good. So good. Should use a bigger pan, but it's going to be just fine. I'll just do one batch with you guys, and then I'll do another batch off camera. Okay, so what we're going to do is get all that stuff at the bottom, all those onions. That's the good stuff, you know what I mean? And what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of let that cook a little bit with the top off. Give it a good crunch, flip it a couple of times, and then I'm going to put the top on it and cook it a little bit more to give it a gravy thickness, thick consistency. So now I've been cooking it for about 5 minutes now, a couple of minutes. I'm just gonna flip it. I'm gonna flip it again, you guys. But with chicken, just my own personal preference, I like to flip it, whether it's whatever I'm doing with it. Unless I'm baking it in the oven, then that's a different story. And I like to give it a couple of flips. Look at that. It smells so good, you guys. I'm telling you, it's like somebody gonna be at my door begging in a minute, like, hey, you got some sugar? With a plate in their hand. You know what that means. They begging. And for me, you guys, I like that little fat, flappy stuff. Yeah, I do. I'm sorry. Sorry to all my vegans and dieters. Sorry. Okay, so look. While that's going, we're just going to swirl a little bit more ketchup around. Just a little bit. And a little bit more salt. And how do you know, Gigi, if you didn't put enough already? You know. You can, if real cook can smell like, yeah, this smells bland. Let me add some. I don't know. I just rather add some more salt. So I'll let this cook down a little bit more. I'm going to flip it one more time, and then I'll just put the top on to show you how it looks when it's done. Right now, I'm just basically flipping it again for another few more minutes. Of course, it's not done, but I want to get that scorch, burn. Get some of that ketchup on the other side so we can create a gravy now. Okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to slap the top on this baby and give it like a fry smother effect. And what that's going to do is create more moisture and seasons. Oh yeah, and bring the fire back down and just let it go. You know when it's done, when it's off the bone. All the way off. No, not all the way, but you know what I mean. Okay, you guys, I am back, and this is the finished results. Let me give you a towel. Hold on, it's pretty hot. Ooh, now look at that. Nice golden brown on the outside, tender. Just perfect. Full of seasoning. Has not really a gravy consistency, but it's still going to be good. And what we're going to do now is plate this. And I want you guys to see how it looks with my rice and beans. So we're just going to top it off with a little parsley. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Now look at that. Look at that chicken. Glazed, seasoned. Look at those beans and those rice. Look at that. And all I did was just take, I'll show you guys a quick way on how I do my beans and rice and beans another time. But as for now, look at that, you guys. Look at that. Won't he do it?